Thank you. This evening I have got with me Patricia Tugi, the daughter of the late Reverend Simione Tugi. The late Reverend Tugi, of course, as you know, has done immense work in Fiji when it came to the fight against drugs. Unfortunately, he passed away after sickness earlier this year. But through the Forget Me Not documentary on men's mental health, which has been produced and directed by Communications Fiji Limited and Magic Factory. We've had the screening, Patricia, as the late Reverend's daughter. Thank you first of all for coming all the way from Vanuatu for this special
You're
screening.
welcome.
So when I contacted you, saying that they had taken part in this and that he had talked about his journey as a father and as a drug advocate, what was going through your mind?
Well, I was even shocked, you know, because we had just lost him, and I thought that I was still in the process of healing from losing him. I felt like, and we had returned back to the island. I felt like I needed to be here. If it was gonna be the last thing I was gonna do to honor him, then yeah.
There was a lot to process for him as a father, and I got to know him well. We became good friends, and of course, there was a beautiful message that I showed you. The message that he showed, that he texted me in December last year, Christmas Day. So happy as a father that you had rebuilt your life. Of course, it took a lot of work. How important was the parental support and love in the journey that you were having in terms of drugs?
Oh, that's everything. If you don't have support from friends or anyone else in the family, what's important is you have your parents' support with you, and I think that's what like kept pushing me and made me feel like that. Just having him like by my side, having his support. I know that I failed so many times, as his daughter, but then he never gave up. So I would say that's basically everything that you need to take you, like just to keep you going.
How important was that when he never gave up? Even you saw on that documentary that he would get calls and not knowing where you are, and as a father would go looking for you to make sure you are at home.
At first, if I'm being honest, when I came to know of his first interview, when he went public, because my dad wasn't only, I never saw him as my dad. I saw him as someone that I confided in, like a best friend. I shared basically with him like everything. So when he came out to the public about this, couldn't even get myself to watch even halfway through the interview, your first interview with him, and I got so mad at him. I felt betrayed.
That's the street talk interview.
Yes, the first one. I felt betrayed. I felt like, and that's why I came out on social media, and then I was really against this whole thing until the last time I met him. For years, I got really mad at him. I couldn't even understand. And then he sat me down the last time we met in Lambasa when he came over to see me, and then he said, and I asked him straight. I sat down with my husband, and then we told him, Dad, we've been really mad at you. Like we shared with him how we felt, like how his interview made us feel. He said, when you get the chance to finally get yourself to watch the whole interview, then you won't like get mad. You'll understand that I'm doing all of this for you. So I only wish that I had like gotten myself like to watch the whole interview while he was still alive. It wasn't until he died then I finally got myself to watch the whole interview. And if there's one thing that I regret up until this day is just that. No, his support was what kept me going, and probably for some out there, like if you think that you've lost someone who's always been by your side like this, for you to start relapsing again and going back to what the person you used to be, then that's not the case with me because I know that my dad like died trying to save me. So
And the message tonight from the Forget Me Not documentary, where we also, after his interview, salute you for being one of the greatest advocates against drugs. As a loving daughter of the late Reverend, how do you feel?
I don't know. I'm feeling so much emotions right now. I'm I don't know. um, I'm grateful. I'm so thankful to the team, you guys, for this. For even this is a memory that will always stay with me about my dad, and yes, something that will motivate me to keep doing better. You know, it's like his voice, just talking to him and everything was what kept me going, what kept me alive. Now that he's gone, that even though I can't pick up the phone anymore and call him, I'll at least have something to watch to remind me of him, to remind me to keep going and keep doing better, you know. So thank you so much to you guys for this.
Are you planning to follow his footsteps
Oh, yes.
in being an advocate as well?
Yes. Yes. That's the plan.
What's your message to the people? This is going around Fiji and around the world, Patricia, in terms of young people like you. We know Fiji has got a big problem when it comes to hard drugs, the addiction. What is your message to young people who may be going through this situation?
Well, my message to these young people, I believe that it's us, like it's the young people that, you know, my only message to us is that no matter how hard you think you have, like you've hit life, drugs it really isn't the solution. It just makes the situation worse. And it's not something that, it's no longer an excuse. You know, for me, I resorted to drugs because I blamed I blamed my parents for everything and all this. So I thought that drugs was gonna help me, but it doesn't. You know, it just makes life worse for you. It it just breaks you. It takes you to a place that you sometimes find it very hard to heal from. And yes, if you need help, reach out. It helps to talk about what you're going through.
What about the parents who may be looking at their children who have gone into drugs and giving up on them? What's your message to those parents or to those adults who you say play a big part during these types of situations?
My message to the parents is to please. I know we make it very hard on our parents. I know I've made it hard on my dad. But honestly, the only support that truly matters to us is the support from our parents. Like I mentioned, I didn't care if I didn't have any friends or if my family were against me. All that mattered was my dad was by my side, and both my mom and my dad. And that's what kept me alive and what keeps me going.
And the final message in relation to your takeaways in terms of the importance of focusing on men's mental health to ensure that men also play a big part in raising strong families and playing their part positively?
Yeah, I believe that it's very important that even so common we have like just women talking about what like we're the only victim, like women are the only victim. No, we also have men who go through things as well, and for them to be able to talk about what they're going through is very important as well, because they carry so much responsibility. And some, like I said, like whenever you talk about what you're going through, it helps. So I feel like whenever you men don't talk about what they're going through, and with carrying all that they're going through plus all the responsibility, sometimes triggers fights and where they resort to violence. When everything just gets so much in your head. So when they don't talk about things like that, it triggers those kind of. So it's very important that they are able to talk about things like this.
Patricia, thank you very much, and I'm sure your dad must be smiling up there somewhere, seeing that you have taken on the mantle to say that you will be an advocate and
Yes.
ensure that the fight continues. We thank you for making
You're
the brave,
welcome.
taking the brave step, and looking forward to talking to you in the future.
Thank you so much for having us, Mac.